Next up, we have Samsara by Xtrullor, featured in Geometry Dash, is my understanding. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a Layman-Friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician and composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here, musically. So if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member, all that good stuff. Once again, at the time of recording, we just surpassed 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. It blows my mind that anyone likes this in general, so thank you for being here. I do not take this for granted. I am grateful every single day that I get to do this at all, and that any of you even like it to begin with, so thank you. If we somehow hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube before Christmas 2025, I will take a single fan fiction of the choice of the community, and I will fully produce, record, and voice act an audiobook for it. We have to achieve this through legitimate means only, though. So no account duping, no botting, no rat behavior, none like that. Just share the videos, bring people to the community, get, I don't know, Xtrullor to do the collab with me. Don't annoy him, do not spam. No rat behavior. Also use the hype function on YouTube. I don't know how it works, but we have a group on the Discord that does, so go join the Discord so that you can coordinate with them. Then we have memberships. If you are a member, you get early access to the content. I schedule the videos for the week on Saturdays, and if you're a paid member on YouTube, regardless of the tier that you're in, you get access to the content for the week, at least for the LFAs. So become a member today. Disclaimers. Number one, this is my first time listening to this, so I will be pausing a lot and I will be speaking a lot, as I will be pointing things out and explaining things as I hear them or as I realize them. And number two, this is recorded live on stream on a single take. I've already stumbled upon my words, I'm pretty sure. I will do it again. Whatever happens, happens. With that being said, let's do this. Samsara. Let's go. Okay, so we start with a fade in. We're slowly turning up the volume. We have a piano giving us our initial motif. Motif being the smallest version of your musical idea, the essence from which everything else comes from. Then we are having what sounds to be a string orchestra, the lower end at least, giving us a little bit of accompaniment, just giving us those block chords holding that melody. Let's see where this goes. We develop that motif a little bit, and we bring the motif through. We do a doubling, so now we have the piano and we have another synth giving us a doubling, meaning that they're both playing the same thing, just in their individual register. We are bringing the drums in, and we are just repeating the chords while repeating the motif while changing the chords, which is a lovely way of developing a motif with that kind of repetition. And once again, it's Xtrullor. He has such an incredible balance between the orchestral and the electronic. I love it. Let's just see where it goes. Oh! And we do an inversion of the motif. So inversion is a way that you can not ion version. Inversion is a way you can develop music, usually in motific development. So let's say inversion is when you take a motif, a melody, you grab that and you flip it upside down. And that's basically what has happened over here. Very lovely. Very, very lovely. And Alec, this was the live request, so we're not taking more requests today. All right, let's see where this goes. Yeah, we take it all the way to the top. And we bring in the brass to... Oh my god. I don't deserve anything. Naibo, you've won the giveaways. You've won giveaways. You've had things. Be grateful for what you've already had. All right, so we bring in the brass. I think this is French. This is definitely French horns, and I think trombones doubled, along with the doublings for the rest of this stuff. So we have this, and yeah, we're doing one more after this, but it's from the Q Bash. So if you don't know what a French horn looks like, here is what they look like. These are very, very different from your trumpets and your trombones. So the trumpets and trombones, usually those are going to have the bell pointing forward. The tuba is going to be pointing upwards and then forward, which gives them a very unobstructed view and very bright sound. Hidden thing for hanging out. But the French horn, as you can see, the bell is pointing downwards and backwards, which means, and the way you hold it is that you stick your hand into the bell to be able to hold the instrument, which mellows the sound a little bit more, giving you a lot more range and making the sound a lot more royal. So right now, having this as a doubling, it's a very epic instrument, a very classy instrument in that sense. So let's see where this goes. Developing that motif, very nice. It's okay, Alex, no worries. There's always Monday. Oh, all the way up and off the ramp we go. Off the ramp being a colloquial term that I use. Colloquial being that I mean there's no official academic term for this, or at least I'm not using it for the sake of simplicity. Off the ramp is what I call a transition. It can be as short as a couple of beats. It can be as long as an entire section. And the point of it is to make your listener feel suspended up in the air at the mercy of inertia, waiting to see where you land. How do you do that? Remove the drums, maybe the bass as well. I always thought they were small. No, orchestral instruments tend to be pretty large, especially once you look at them, because usually you see the orchestra from a distance, right? So it's difficult to understand the scale of some of these instruments. And yes, some of them are small, like the flute. Not that big an instrument. The violin, not that big an instrument. But then the trumpet itself is not that big an instrument. Where are the trumpets here? Here's the trumpets. They're not that big. French horns are a little bit larger. Trombones are larger. Violas and onwards are considerably large. And yes, flutes are they're average size. You know, the oboes, clarinets, they're a little bit on the larger side. Bassoons are massive. And you know, the double basses, I think the double basses are the largest non-percussion instrument, maybe competing with the harps. Harps are pretty big as well. And then you have percussion, which is, it can vary in size. And then the piano, which I guess if you have a grand piano, that does a thing. But yeah, some instruments can be deceptive in how big they are. So yeah, let's see. Somebody asking about I saw this so close. I mean, right now it's 9 p.m. We're 3 hours into the stream at this point, so yeah. All right, let's see where this goes. So yes, we bring in those French horns doing one more run. We bring now the electronic elements. We have the violins giving oh my god. Okay, so we have a sample now, a synth doing a call and response between the synth and the piano, doing the motif. Call and response being a musical conversation. One instrument starts, when it stops, the other one starts, when the other one stops, and it just goes back and forth. So we're doing that now with this electronic beat that we have that is like more low-key. So next stream is going to be on Monday, by the way. Same time as usual. So let's see where it goes. Cello's bringing us the cellos carrying now. I think it's the cellos. Yeah, string orchestra, cellos, violins, doing that call and response. We start speeding up the drums, building up for. Let's see, speeding up a little bit more. How are you gonna drop this? Oh, that was really cool. So yes, we do a little bit of rhythmic displacement. Rhythmic displacement being very, very useful for when you drop a beat, because it gives you an extra moment to delay the dropping, right? So once again, when you're making music, you're doing one of two things. You are building tension or you're resolving that tension. The moment in between, we usually call the cadence. With an N, please, a cadence. However, when it comes to stuff like electronic music, you can engage in what is called rhythmic displacement. And what you're doing with rhythmic displacement is that you're taking this moment of resolution and you postpone it. Some artists leave it with silence, some artists don't. In this case, we had an instrument doing some arpeggios, arpeggios being when you play a chord one note at a time, and that gave us a little bit of extra tension so that the drop feels a lot more pronounced as a result. So Yes, and thank you for hanging out, Nighty. We'll cut you around. So yes, very, very good, and we're bringing this now. Let me go back a couple of seconds so that I can experience this. Bring the drop with that usual whoop whoop. Still bringing in the motif. Bringing in the motif. So we're doing a call and response now. We're having the whoop whoopness of the electronic elements of dropping the beat, and in between we are bringing variations of the motif in different instruments. Very emblematic of Xtrullor at this point from what we observed. You don't have to put any motifs in a dropping of the beat. However, the way Xtrullor is doing it, he does, and it just accentuates things even more. So, is there a chance for not tonight, Alec, not tonight. After this, we're doing one more from the Brad Q. So, let's see where this goes. Oh, with the glockenspiel. Nice. Well, yes, Monticello, there is a chance, but yeah. Oh, really cool. So yes, we're just doing variations of the motifs as in between. Oh my god. Oh, more of the drop. We grab a reduced version of the an elongated version of the motif for that. That was very nice. So elongation being one of the ways you can develop a melody. Elongation, which is to extend or to slow down something. I don't know if we're gonna have gaming tonight. I'm tired. I need to rest more. I compromised my sleep a little bit this week, so not a good idea. I usually don't compromise my sleep, and I did this week, and I need to rest up a little bit more. So yes, elongation is when you slow down music. So yeah, good stuff. Let's see where it goes. Oh, off the ramp again. We keep playing that motif. Absolutely beautiful with those block chords, just holding down those notes, giving us those very beautiful combinations. We have the piano and the synths doubled, developing the melody further. Oh, and now with the drums! Oh my god, it just changes the feeling for this part. It's so dramatic. It's so epic. Xtrullor is so good at making epic music, dude. It's incredible. It's incredible. So this goes again to show the importance of your drums. Once again, if you want to hear an example more pronounced than this on how important your rhythm section is, listen to the intro of The Mirror by Dream Theater. The intro for The Mirror by Dream Theater, first minute, guitar. Chong, 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 chong. That's all it does for 1 minute straight. The drums, the synth, the bass changes around and it morphs around it. There are points where it's genuinely difficult to believe that the guitar is still doing the same exact thing. That's how much your rhythm section matters. And to a less obnoxious extent, we are having the same thing happen over here. So absolutely beautiful. Let's see where this goes. We just added drums here and oh my god. Fair enough, Torx, fair enough. Nice motion. We develop that melody further, building more cadence. We bring some vocal samples for the chorus, bringing in those French horns, doing the French horns, doubling the piano with the French horns. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely epic to just do this. This is like textbook what you're supposed to do with French horns, by the way. Like that or building chords with the French horns. And in this case, yes, like if you want the French horns to sound even more pronounced, you play them in octaves. And that's it. And then another way, I think I already told this to Xtrullor. So Xtrullor, if you're watching, hi, how you doing? Yes, another way you can do it to pronounce the French horns even more, have them either in octaves or in fifths, and then have the trombones doing the opposite on the lower end. So if you have your trombones in fifths, have the French horns in octaves, or the opposite, the French horns in fifths and the trombones in octaves. And that just fills up the harmonic series so well. And you can also include the tuba as well for more complexity there, but it's just insane. And you can also have the French horns in sixths. Having them in thirds is not as good, but in sixths, absolutely beautiful. So yeah, that was a bit of a message for Xtrullor. So Xtrullor collab whenever Xtrullor determines that his collab needs to be cashed in. All right, let's see where this goes. Declan, welcome today. Maybe one day. Let's oh, beautiful. Beautiful piano. Beautiful melody being developed further. Off the ramp we go with another version of the melody. A little bit more sped up, a little bit reduced. We have that vocal sample in the back as well. Where are you gonna take this? The collabs that I've heard? Yeah, no, that's why I said whenever he feels like it, yeah. One more build up, let's see where you're going with this. Silence. Oh! Once again, that rhythmic displacement. We use pretty much all the types of almost all the types of rhythmic displacement in a row, because one of them can be pure silence. We bring in a drum fill. We bring in one playing of the guitar before doing that. The only two things that would that he would have missed in terms of rhythmic displacement for this would have been some sort of vocal sample, like some sort of talking sample, and then the arpeggios that he's done before. But that was 3 in a row, and it worked really, really, really well, especially because we're this late into the piece, so it builds extra tension. Brilliant move, risky move, but you pulled it off really well. Let's see where this goes. And Arclight, welcome today, how you doing? We're bringing a faster version of the motif for this, while the rest is staying the same, giving a completely different. Oh, that upwards going melody, that version of the motif is so beautiful. Ooh. Pure whoop whoop for a moment. Call and response again. There you go. Oh man, and basically repeating it, letting the whoop whoop happen. Basically just messing around with rhythms. And okay, one last run of the melody. The drums go in. We echo these ones once again back in. Synths in the background holding the chords. Still giving us echoes of that motif. And then we're going last couple of chords. And you ended with a half cadence. And you ended with a half cadence. Okay. Oh my god. So, again, when you're making music, here we go. Making music, tension, resolution, moment in between, cadence, right? However, there is one type of cadence that is called a half cadence. And the half cadence, what you do is that you build up that tension and then you intentionally don't resolve it so that it resolves in the next section or in the next song. Self-promotion over here, I have that in a couple of my songs. I'd make orchestral melodic death metal, so there's that, but different. Libby, welcome today. How you doing? So if you want to hear a half cadence on how it can work between songs, because usually it would be like, okay, this ends in that high note, and then it results in the next one. If you want to hear an example of this, listen to my song Second Conquest. And the way it ends, if you then immediately after Second Conquest play As We March, the Second Conquest ends with a half cadence that resolves in As We March. This is a very, very common tactic and technique used for building sections and building different songs. So, used here, it's still one of those like, okay, so where we're going after kind of feelings. Very much on purpose, it would seem, unless it resolves one last time. No. And there you go. That was Samsara by Xtrullor. What a trip, dude. That was awesome. As usual, the balance between symphonic and electronic for Xtrullor is just so good. There you have it. There you have it. Samsara by Xtrullor, featured in Geometry Dash, is my understanding. Once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happened here musically. So, if you're watching this on the YouTube video archive thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member, all that good stuff. Once again, everybody, if we somehow hit 10,000 subscribers before Christmas 2025, I will take a single fan fiction of the choice of the community, whatever you all want, and I will fully produce, record, and voice act and audiobook for it. We have to achieve this through legitimate means though, so no account duping, no botting, no buying followers, no rat behavior. Go share the streams, go share the videos, bring people over to the community. Go tell Xtrullor to do the collab with me. Don't spam him though, don't harass him, nothing like that. No rat behavior. There's also the hype function on YouTube. I don't know how it works, but I know that it's like to help boost the videos. We have a group on the Discord that knows how to do that, so link down below, go check it out. Members get early access to the content. If you, I schedule the videos for the week on Saturdays, and if you're a paid member on YouTube, you get access to the videos when I schedule them on Saturdays, at least for the LFAs. So become a member today. If you want to listen to this without me interrupting every 3.5 seconds, I will be linking it in the description down below. If you want to request a song and you're not on the live stream, go to the Discord server, link down below, go to the LFA requests channel, and follow the instructions on the pinned message. And if you want to catch the streams when they happen live, we aim for Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central European Time. If you don't live in Europe, that's fine. We have the full up-to-date streaming schedule showing in your local time zone in the Discord and the Twitch channels, both linked down below. So if you live in Remir Montjoli in French Guiana and you're like, oh, but what time is 6 p.m. in Hungary? I don't live there. That's the land of the Hungarians. No worries. No worries. Just go to the Discord, go to the Twitch, and it's going to show it in your local time zone. And follow the gaming channel. We have a gaming channel because, of course, I have a gaming channel. I'm on YouTube. What else could I possibly have? Games are Basterd. That's where I put the recordings of the video archives video of the gaming after shows that we do. Link down below, or just search for the same username, James R. Basterd, just swap the J for a G, and you got it. And yeah, there you go. Samsara by Xtrullor. Really good stuff, man. That was awesome. But yeah, let's move on.